So the best case scenario for Alabama, I think most Alabama fans would say it's another national championship, but we're going to dive in and look at the things that I think would need to go their way if they were to have the best case scenario play out in 2021. And then we'll look at the schedule and kind of give you the best case scenario there. We start with Bryce Young. Best case scenario, Bryce Young is a star. Bryce Young goes out in his first year. He's a Heisman candidate, or not even a Heisman candidate, but an all SEC type quarterback. He lives up to the hype, takes this offense and just leaves where they left off last year. I think if he can do that, that's going to be a huge impact on this team and their success and getting to that best case scenario. So number one, Bryce Young is going to be a star if they, again, get to that best case scenario. What else? Bill O'Brien's offense clicks. There are some question marks about what the offense is going to look like. Steve Sarkisian was a brilliant offensive coordinator for Alabama. Took this offense to heights that they had never reached. Can Bill O'Brien do the same? That is going to be a question mark. We don't know what's going to happen. I think there's plenty of potential for it to work with the talent that they have. But how does it all come together this offseason? That will be something that we want to watch. And if it clicks, then you're going to have a great chance to get to that best case scenario. And how about the O-line? You lose some guys there, some leadership on that offensive line that is gone, guys that they're really going to miss, like Landon Dickerson. You're also going to lose Alex Leatherwood, Deontay Brown. So leadership and talent gone off of that offensive line. That's going to be a little bit of a question mark for them. But assuming the young guys step up and the offensive line plays at a high level, then again, that's going to be big for them this year. Also, how about John Mechie getting some help? They've got talent at wide receiver, don't get me wrong, but they don't really have much proven talent. You look at Devontae Smith being gone here. Who is going to step up? Mechie appears to be in line to be the go-to guy for them. Just looking at last year, is really the only guy that was really significant in the passing game. Other guys, played, but who's going to step up? A young guy potentially, maybe a Slade Bolden, maybe Jaleel Billingsley, who is kind of a hybrid tight end wide receiver. Someone will have to step up. But let's say they get that number 2 wide receiver to take the pressure off of John Mechie. If they're able to do that, watch out. This passing attack is going to be very dangerous once again. And what else here? We've got the pass rush. If the pass rush is elite, I'm not worried about anything else on defense. The linebackers are going to be very strong. Best group of linebackers in the country next year, I think. Secondary looks really good. They didn't really lose much there outside of Patrick Surtain. The pass rush, though, Christian Barmore was really the only guy that spent significant time sacking the quarterback. I mean, you look at the other guys, they have 1 or 2 sacks or whatever, but Barmore was huge for them last year. He was a guy that you had to double team. He had, I believe, 8 sacks last season. They're going to miss him. And when I say pass rush, I'm talking more about the defensive line, because I know they like to blitz, and the linebackers are going to get it back there as well. But can you get it from the defensive line? If they can do that with the talent they have behind them, the linebackers, secondary, Alabama's defense has a chance to be one of those elite defenses that we have seen in the past. So that's going to be a big thing to watch for there. But if they can do that, if the passing game can pick it up right where it left off, John Mechie gets some help, offensive line steps up and gives Bryce Young plenty of time to throw. That was one of the things last year. Mac Jones had all day to throw, and everything clicks on offense. Bryce Young does what he's supposed to do. All of that working together, you're going to get to the best case scenario, I think, for Alabama. So we go to the schedule now, and what does that mean on this schedule? But best case is it's undefeated. I mean, it's Alabama. I mean, how could you say anything else? I mean, their best case scenario obviously is to go 12-0. There's really no one on this schedule where they would potentially lose to. I mean, if again, everything clicks for them, no one's beating them. This team is just too good, too talented. So getting to the best case scenario would be getting to 12-0, and they absolutely can do it. And I don't even know if they need all 5 of those things to happen for them to get to 12-0. But to win a national championship, yeah, I think they might need all of that to happen. So best case scenario is 12-0. Looking beyond that, I think the best case scenario for Alabama is to win a national championship. Yes, they are capable of doing that. And again, if all of those factors come together for them, you're probably going to see Alabama holding up that trophy once again at the end of the season.